All right, guys, today we're going to look at the HOVSCO Sync Max. This thing is an incredible bike, has a 450 watt motor on the back. This thing is a light bike. It's a folding bike. It's got 14-inch tires, and this thing only weighs 43 pounds. So you can throw it in your car very easily. I've been folding it up, putting it in the car, piece of cake, guys. And the best part is this bike is under $500. I can save you $50 off that, so $450, it's yours, guys. All right, guys, this is super simple to put together. It doesn't require too many tools. They give you the tools, they give you the charger, you're all set to go on this thing. It looks like a very interesting bike. This folding mechanism here, so the bike can be folded in half. So you can make this thing even smaller. The handlebars fold down on it. And we're going to have to take this thing for a ride now. So let's take a look at this HOVSCO bike. So the rear rim on this thing has a hub motor in it. It's a 450 watt hub motor. So that's plenty of motor for this bike. It's got a beautiful mag wheel on it with a matte black finish. The rim on this thing is a 14-inch rim, 1-speed. You don't have to worry about shifting. And the crank on this thing, you don't start ghost pedaling till about 15 miles an hour. The pedals on this thing fold, making it even smaller when you fold it up and put it in your car. Plastic fenders on it, guys. It's all you need for this. This is the seat adjustment on it, and the front wheel is also 14-inch with a fender, so you don't get your legs splashed. No shock on this, guys, and you've got a beautiful mag wheel again with 14-inch tires on it. So your handlebars here have this nice finish on it. It's like a plastic piece. It looks nice. You've got a headlight on this bike, so pretty exciting here. You've also got a beautiful tail light on this thing. So you're going to be seen on this bike, and not only that, we got a brake light, guys. So check that out. I mean, there's not a lot of bikes out there that have that. So here's the screen on it. You've got your battery, you've got your power, you've got your odometer, your speed limit on it, and you've got your different pass settings, which is low, medium, and high. You've got your thumb throttle right here, and your brake is over here. They're mechanical cable pull brakes, but they're fine. They were actually very good. Hold the button down to turn it on and off. And again, this plastic finish on it, making the handlebars look even nicer. And the handle grips are really nice on this, and they don't move around. So big pluses on it. This is the Sync Max. You've got a kickstand on the back here. You've got your brake, which is a beautiful red, and it's cable pull again, like I said, with a nice small rotor because they're disc brakes. You can adjust that kickstand if you would like. Now, you've also got the camber sensor on this thing so that when you pedal, you've got assist. That's where you plug in your charger, and here is where you fold down the handlebars. So you can fold these things right down and fold this bike up, and I will show you later on how we're going to fold it. You've got some cable management here. The holes in the frame are nicely done, and your battery is hiding in here. You've got a beautiful seat on this that's very comfortable, and you've got adjustments. You can go up and down. It's very short, but you can take that out and store it separately. Again, cable pull brakes on the front, beautiful red color, and you've got a rotor on it also. So again, disc brakes, guys, big plus, and they stop really well. You got some more cable management up here and a beautiful little grommet. Here's your 6 screws that I was talking about. That's all the screws you have to put on this bike. You can see what I do here to fold this bike up to put it in the car. I'm going to knock the pedals in like that. I'm going to fold the handlebars down as soon as I shut it off. So I'm going to flip this down. The handlebars will go down. I'm going to unlock the bike here, and I'm going to fold it like this. And this thing is ready to go into the car, guys. So, and I've got my trike rack on, so it makes it a little bit more challenging, but like I said, only 43 pounds, and bang, this thing is sitting in my car now, and we're putting the hatch down. That's how easy it is, guys. And we're out of here. Alright guys, this thing is on the trail and it's doing great. This is a relatively smooth rail trail, but I'm out here, I'm doing 16 miles an hour. I'm pedaling fast, but it's still pedaling at 16. And let's see, can I do only 16 on throttle right now too. So this thing is going over the speed limit that it says it will. And I was at 19 miles an hour a couple of minutes ago. So we're at 17 now. And I'm pedaling. And I'm still getting assistance that I can feel. This thing, I'll tell you, this thing is a blast. It really is. You get a lot of weird looks because it's so little, but this thing is fun. And through the tunnel we go. 16 miles an hour through the tunnel. Yeah, it's got trying it out here, moving around a little bit, and it's got kind of off-road tires on it. They're only I don't know, 2 inches wide or something, but they work. Like I said, I've had this thing out today quite a bit. I figured I'd drop down to the rail trail and see how it did on it. And I do have it in high. This is a lot of bike for the money, for what it is. I mean, this thing's under 500 bucks. You use my link, you're gonna get another $50 off. So for $450, you can get out here and have a blast on this thing. And I've been throwing it in and out of my trunk all day. And I mean, I have a hatchback, but I've been throwing it in and out of the hatchback all day, no problems, folding it up and folding the pedals in, and we've been moving around. So I've been to a couple of places today, and we'll put the whole video together so you can see it. But I thought we'd do a little bit of rail trail here so that you know that this thing is capable of dirt roads or rail trails. I mean, I've been going along here at 16 miles an hour the whole way, and can't complain about that on a rail trail. Coming out to the main road up here. And like I said, this thing has a headlight, it has a brake light. This thing's got a lot of things for the money. All right, guys, I wanted to show you a little bit of drone footage here with me riding the bike so you can see how nimble this thing is. And I may look like a little too big for this bike, but it's not uncomfortable. I drove this bike for probably 45 minutes on the road, 45 minutes on the rail trail today, and I didn't feel uncomfortable at all on the bike. It's a little odd because you're choked up on the pedals because the seat is so low. If I was to use this bike more often, and I probably will be doing this, is I'm probably going to add a larger seat post, not by a lot, but probably double the size of what's on there. That's what I would suggest to do if you bought this bike and you were a little bit larger person like me. Not that I'm large. I'm 5'10", just so you can get an idea of, you know, what size you are compared to me or whatever. If you're under 5'10", you probably fit on this bike pretty good. So I think for the $500 for this bike, it's a bargain. So don't forget about my $50 off that's going to be down in the description. Make sure you click on that and you'll get your $50 off this bike, bringing it down to $450. We are going to head off to the road next so we can run this bike on the road. Kind of ghost pedaling at 16 miles an hour, but it'll throttle at 16 miles an hour also, and you won't even have to pedal. So you can make your pedaling go like crazy, Or you can do 16 miles an hour like this. If you were going down, you're at a campground or something, I'm just hitting a button and I'm going down to get some groceries. I can do that on this bike. Doing 18 right now. 18, 17, 18. So this thing, it goes right along for what it is. I'm pedaling like crazy now. I still pedal at 19 miles an hour, but I'm going pretty fast. I don't know if you guys can see how fast I'm going. I'm going to put it on my legs right now. That's 19 miles an hour though. This thing is, like I said, this thing's a blast for what it is. Hit the brakes. There's no squeaking, squealing, and nothing with these brakes. I don't know what they are, but they're freaking good brakes for the money. They are cable pull, obviously for this price, but they work really good, guys. I have not found anything to complain about on this bike other than the pedaling, you know, is quick. But I don't think if you're gonna buy this thing, you're not gonna do a lot of pedaling probably. I mean, I've been pedaling. Probably just hit the button more, you know? Let's see, I'm gonna hit this button and we're going up a hill. This isn't a big grade. I give it about a, I don't know, 8% grade, maybe. We're going up it at 11 miles an hour though, throttle only. Picking up speed now because we're at the top and we're going around the circle here. Let's see what we can get going down the hill on throttle. We're at 20 mile, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 miles an hour. Again, hitting the brakes hard, guys. And there is no brake noise at all. This thing's got fenders on it. Keeps the mud off you. It's got everything you're gonna need on a bike, especially if you're buying this for RV or you're buying it just to hit a trail once in a while. I wouldn't suggest this for using it all the time to go out a bike ride, but to go around your neighborhood, absolutely. If you were just looking for a way to get around your neighborhood and spend a little bit of money and to do about 15 miles an hour, this thing is perfect. I know it kind of looks like I'm uncomfortable on this, but I'm not. This is a little bit more of a hill. We'll apply the brakes coming back down pretty hard. See how this thing stops. So I'm pedaling and doing 14, 15 miles an hour. Not really, I mean, there's a hill, but I'm not going totally up it yet. It's gonna get steeper here in a minute. We'll see how that is. Still doing 13 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour now. I am pedaling. I'm not killing myself, 11 miles an hour. So, yeah, it's not bad. It can hold its own. All right, guys, we're up to 22 miles an hour, 24, 26. I'm gonna hit the brakes, 27. All right, I locked up the rear tire, but I stopped within, I don't know, 25 feet. So they work. Like I said, I haven't found anything to complain about this bike for for a $500 bike, or for your cost, $450 with my discount. This is probably the funnest $450 you're gonna spend. I don't know of any other bike in this price point. I mean, I know it's a small bike, but it's fun. Get you out there. I'm gonna just throttle down here, guys. Got a pretty good headwind, but I'm going right along here. 17 miles an hour, and I got a slight upgrade. I'm pedaling now, just because I want to. I get bored sitting there. I like to pedal. If they put some gears on this bike, this thing would be incredible, but I get why they don't put gears on it. It costs a lot more money to put gears on this bike. You know, keeping the price down to under $500, I think is important. You know, for somebody to buy something like this, these scooters, go online and look what these scooters cost, guys. And this thing is not expensive at all. This is cheap. All right, we're gonna attack this hill over here. And I'm gonna pedal. Like I said, this thing's a 450 watt motor on this thing. So I'm doing 9 miles an hour. This is a pretty good hill though. I don't know what the grade is. But I'm doing 9 miles an hour pedaling. And I'm not killing myself. And I would bet this thing to be at least, I don't know, 10% grade. Still doing 11 miles an hour. I'll do it on throttle, see what happens. Throttle, 9 miles an hour on throttle. So yeah, 16 miles an hour. This thing's in high, as they got high, low, medium, and high on it. 16 miles an hour is its sweet spot. So it says it'll do up to 15, but it goes faster. Guys, I hope you found the HOVSCO Sync Max a very interesting little bike. If you're interested in buying this, down in the description, I'm going to leave a link that'll save you $50. Also, I will pin it to the comments, so it'll be in there too. So save yourself 50 bucks, buy this thing for $450. All right, guys, if this bike isn't your cup of tea, definitely check out their website because they have a ton of other bikes. Their bikes are top notch too. Most of their bikes have torque sensors on them, and that's what's in right now. Everybody's switching over to torque sensors. They've been having these things for a while now, so they've been ahead of the game. They run good LG and Samsung batteries on their bike. These things are top notch. Like I said, check them out, guys. So thanks a lot for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. Thank you.